No,
No.
he's just
Okay. I was like, hello?
he was smashing his text a bit faster, so I thought he might have assumed they were starting, but he might wanna, I don't know. He might want to delete that save
Beterban
file
start, pancake
if it
starting,
has.
and we are off.
Okay, there we go, we're good.
So, for those, I always gotta explain the basics of this game, basics of this run. For those who are unfamiliar with it, this is Luigi's Mansion No Out of Bounds. It is the most popular category of Luigi's Mansion, and that is why there is a tournament of it, in which you are viewing.
Yes, they're aware that they're viewing the tournament. You don't have to explain that to them, but props to keeping them informed of their action.
Could have been a long day, you never know.
If any of you have stumbled upon this stream and don't know what's going on,
what?
to anybody who showed up here and don't know how they got there, don't be alarmed. It's Luigi's Mansion No Out of Bounds.
And what that entails is beating the game, banning the No Out of Bounds glitch that lets you beat this game super fast. Category is going to take about 55. I wish 55 minutes. Probably about 57 minutes to an hour for these guys.
Yeah, I'd estimate about an hour.
And it should be a good race. We're in losers round 4, where for this specific match, where the running gets tight.
Yes.
They got to collect 40 boos, beat King Boo, and no using the out of bounds glitch. And,
it's effectively an any percent category, but excluding this annoying glitch that lets you skip the entire game, basically. So
it's the any percent category minus what makes any percent any percent.
Yeah, so you can't leave the walls, and you can't clip through the floor. So
and as you'll see, they are frame by frame in sync with each other here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Ooh, but Beterban's suck up animation a little faster. Ooh, but Pancake's suck up animation a little faster. It's all kicking off, dude.
Suffice to say, their suck ups are faster and faster.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me that that sentence had no actual value to it.
That's fine. Everything's fine.
It's Luigi's Mansion.
Ooh,
there is
Pancake's a little trouble with the keys. So you see Beterban closer to the door after this key animation.
At least the key animations were perfectly in sync with each other,
though. So Beterban taking the early lead. That's it. He's won. He's won the game.
You can end the stream now, guys. Beterban's already won. He got to the door first.
Yeah. So obviously, Area 1, quick area. Ooh, Pancakes' mashing was faster, though.
We're back fast hands.
Dude, you gotta have fast hands to go fast.
Yes, you do.
Ooh, top corner and bottom.
Strat, and Pancakes going for the top strat.
But there's still... Actually, Pancakes has a better chest
Pancakes
position.
a bit ahead there. That's ultimately why the top strat's faster, because, like, it lets you get a bit closer to the chest than you would otherwise be able to get unless you did things really well.
Yeah, dude, Pancakes has got it, but they're still more or less in sync with each other. I love when the games are in sync.
Yeah, it's fun. Fast people going fast.
You can actually see Pancakes opened the window faster.
He did. It's because Beterban had his vacuum out the whole time for some reason, and you walk slower when your vacuum's out than when it's not out.
Visual proof. You saw it here first, kids.
So remember, kids, if you want to go fast, don't carry a vacuum around with you.
Moving into Chauncey, first old big boss of the game. It's a big baby in a crib.
A big baby boy.
And I'm not gonna. Oh, Pancakes with the ball shot miss.
Pancakes had a problem.
Yeah. Why was that so funny? But that'll bring Beterban right back up with him, just about a second behind.
It comes down to if either of them miss the ball shots, basically. Perhaps Pancakes will have a repeat of his last Tony race and drop Chauncey at 1 HP.
Oh, did that happen? Did I miss that?
Yeah, during his last race against myself, he dropped Chauncey at 1 HP, which doesn't seem like it was too much fun.
Yeah, that's a headache. When is August 13th? So, Chauncey, you have to 2-cycle. You can't 1-cycle. Beater, I think, accidentally getting hit by the ball, or by the crib. I don't.
Never
think
mind.
it matters.
Pancakes got 46 HP there.
Big oof here. You want to stay above 50.
So this is a good demonstration of why you want to stay above 50. Pancakes is going to have a slightly slower second cycle now because Chauncey has to throw an extra set of rocking horses.
That's why you'll see Pancakes also on the left side. Luckily, the rocking horses are at least faster.
Yeah, a lot of people mistakenly
like,
think it's a run killer, but honestly, it's really not that much of a run killer.
It's a couple seconds. Actually, they're right in sync with each other, more or less here. Pancake's just slightly behind now. But really, right there. That was my not so seamless audio transition. How'd you like it?
So it would seem someone in chat is confused about why the rocking horses cause you to take, or why you take damage on the horses. The reason you take damage on the second rocking horses, because you can then use the invincibility frames to prevent the ball from damaging you as it hits you, which allows you to catch it immediately in midair and then throw it back without getting smacked by it. So it was an intentional damage that they're using to speed up their time, basically.
So, moving into Area 2, gonna see a little more of the complex gameplay coming out. Some more doubles, the boos are gonna come out to play. More on that later.
Oh yeah. Don't remember to take your boos out to play every now and then because they get a bit grouchy if they stay in the basement too long. That was supposed to sound a lot funnier, but it occurred to me halfway through that there was no actual humor in that joke.
Listen, it's okay. Life happens. We live, we move on, right?
So, except we're not moving on. We're harping on it
for about 40 seconds or so, but it's okay because you know what? Now we're in Area 2. It was a great segue. Foop, you did it.
You know me. I'm the master of segues.
All right, so you see their flashlights in the air. They're going to stop Ghost from spawning, scaring Luigi and making him pause for a second in the hallway.
They're going to set up a double here with these grabber ghosts.
It's one of the more free doubles of the game.
And one that I notoriously miss.
It happens.
It does, but it's not inconsistent. I just, it's one of those things where you shouldn't be doing it, but you do it anyway.
So one of my actually technically favorite rooms, when it's done well, it's really nice, is Shy Guys here.
Agreed. And both of these runners do Shy Guys pretty well, so we'll see how they handle it.
Commentator's curse.
Oh, I'm sorry. Both of these guys are terrible at Shy Guys.
Oh, you did it! You did it, dude!
I tried to save myself by insulting them, but I don't think I insulted them fast enough.
It's actually crazy that Beater accidentally got both of the masks off on the right side.
Unfortunately, didn't get a sick quad, but it would have been nice if he did.
Looks like Pancake's getting early release. And Beterban getting early release as well.
That's a good thing for a race when they both get early release, because then RNG doesn't sort of intervene with their actual skill between each other.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot for the ballroom ghosts to show their hearts or just to not, and luckily they did for both of them. It's a good day.
Indeed.
Sucking up the poster through the wall. It's fast, and that's about all you need to know about it. And of course, getting the double. Yeah, both these runners still nice within 5 seconds of each other, which is nice.
Yeah, and getting the first button press at around 9:30 to 9:35, so their times are still super fast.
Yeah, I've seen a couple mistakes, but yeah, 9:50 button press for Pancakes and 9:55 for Beterban, right on there.
P4ncakes mentioned in chat that his in-game footage is a bit delayed compared to what the timer is saying, and that his actual time was a 9:48. I'm going to assume he is correct on that, but it appeared to be a 9:50 for us.
For the sake of my sanity, I'm gonna go by the timer.
Yeah. Just wanted to point that out because otherwise he'd get angry and be like, "You're being inconsistent."
So, now that the boos are released, they're in every lit up room, most every lit up room.
Every lit up room except for the bathrooms, because boos have a lot of respect for people's privacy.
It's true. You can't peep on people in the bathroom, man. It's not okay.
That's really it'd be a bit rude of them, and
It's illegal.
they respect me. I respect them.
So looks like Pancakes will try and go for the tech skip here. Gonna check the other spot, 50-50 shot. It gets rewarded for checking the other spots because he will get the tech skip.
You'll see here exactly how impactful boo finding can be.
And Beterban gets punished for going for the tech skip.
Pancakes is about to have a very sizable lead due to not only the tech skip, but also the way they went about their boo catching as well. So Pancakes set up the reverse tech skip and got his boo on the first item he checked, whereas Beterban set up a regular tech skip and then got his boo on the very last item he checked, which happened to be the sheet. And so their times are now very far apart relatively to how it used to be.
And then big oof for Beterban on the left side of the room as well.
Yeah. 11:45 mirror for Pancakes, which is still very fast.
Yeah, and the reason I said 50-50 shot, knowing that right away, is when there's a lump in that table, there's either going to be the boo in there or the distraction spot in there, and it's guaranteed that one of those will be in there when the lump is in the table.
And Beterban with a 12:06, which means that Beterban is approximately 21 seconds behind now.
That's it, run over.
Yep.
Go home, folks.
We may have assumed that he was going to win before, but now we have to change that verdict. I'm sorry to everybody who quit watching when Beter was ahead, because you've all lost.
Yeah, obviously I joke because there's a lot that can happen in this game, and 20 seconds is not a big lead, considering just all the stuff that can happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This game is pretty much it's pretty much a gamble all the way up until the end.
So Beterban getting his 5th boo now, while Pancakes gets the key, and he's gonna go ahead and start the next sequence of events here. Mirror warping to the mirror room. Mirror warping to the mirror room. I don't like that sentence.
You're right, and also it's inaccurate because he's technically mirror warping into the foyer and then walking to the mirror room.
Thank you. I appreciate the correction, and I will take it in stride for future commentaries.
Yes, you see, here at Speed Gaming 3, we strive to have nothing but factual correctness in our commentary.
Only on Speed Gaming 3, though. You go to Speed Gaming 3.
Yeah, the other Speed Gaming channels are horribly inaccurate. Don't watch them. Especially now while we're commentating. You can watch them.
Commentarying.
Shut up. You heard nothing. Pay attention to the footage and ignore me.
Anyways, obviously setting up some doubles in there. Knowing where the ghosts are going to spawn, of course, they don't need to rely on the mirror.
They're going to do a little weird thing here with the fire medallion where he's going to get the boo and the medallion at the same time. The game will now register that he has the medallion and he can save and quit, so he can skip the text of explaining what the purpose of the medallion is and the puzzle to leave that room.
It's also nice because not only are you skipping that, but it's also setting, there's a butler who's moving back and forth, but it also sets the cycle for him to be optimal. This boo is just destroying Beterban.
Beterban's boo finding is not to his standards today, I would say. Don't even know if he got that medallion.
No, he
okay,
did.
He did. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, the hitbox is jank. So you'll see Pancakes coming up the hallway here, and this is what I was talking about with the butler. He's right around the corner there. Ooh.
And Pancake's also attempting to optimize the loading zone between that corner and the room in front of it to get some extra distance, but not quite making it there. Still very fast, still very optimal.
He still got the fire quickly, though. It was nice.
Yeah.
Pancake's actually this room here, I always say, but it's easy but very punishing if you make a mistake.
Yeah, especially when you do really fast butlers, because the faster you get the fire on the butler, the less time you have to do this room, and so mistakes become a bit more impactful.
Yeah, specifically this double. And it's usually never a problem, but like, life can happen.
It certainly can. Here at Luigi's Mansion, life can happen.
But manages everything. Ooh, the mouse!
It's okay, the mouse was elevated, so it would have gone, and he did go into his vacuum. If he didn't manage to do that, he might have stepped on it, but he handled it fine.
Hate that mouse, dude.
Gotten the boo as well. See, Pancake's boo finding is actually quite good right now, so that's really unfortunate for Beterban as well.
Yeah, just between the checks themselves, and then, like, he's also getting decent RNG. I would have sworn for sure that would have been the spot that doesn't activate the mouse hole. But he got
I know. I think perhaps Pancakes walked forward slightly before he went into the camera, which allowed him to have a slightly different angle than it visually.
Is that what is based on, the angle, not the spot?
Well, the spot is relevant, but if you're looking at it from a different angle, you don't hit quite the same spot, even if it looks like you do, because it's a 3D space.
This is why we keep Foop around, everyone.
That's just basic spatial awareness, which I have quite a lot of.
I don't.
You know, I have 2 ocular receivers and can perceive depth.
So it looks like Pancakes is gonna try and move the boo ball. No, he's just gonna go and not even attempt.
Yeah, usually when the boo ball is anywhere in the room, it kind of makes that tech skip almost not possible.
Oh, he's going for it. Okay.
Beterban going for it. A very last-minute bootleg backup, and it worked out for him fine. Except for the fact that he got blown up.
I'm happy he used fire and didn't try and stun lock there. It was, you know, wasted a couple seconds, but it's faster than stun locking and then getting hit by one of them.
You're being called a Cyclops for saying that you don't have 2 eyes.
I mean...
We're not going to confirm or deny this.
Oh, Beterban ruining his laundry boot tech skip dreams.
The legend. Now Pancakes here getting the popular water theme from Melody.
And for playing music, you don't get to do that. Burn it down.
Yeah, no, we don't allow music here in Luigi's Mansion. It's forbidden.
That's why in Japanese, half of it cuts out.
Exactly, it's banned. Little did you know, in Japan they banned music.
Checking the timpani there while getting the key. It's optimal. And moving along the room, finding the boo. Second try. You don't want to have to go to the left there, but at least reading the radar right, it's not killer.
It could have gotten worse. It could have been a lot worse, so that should give Beterban a slight chance to catch up, assuming he gets better boo finding, of course. And I mean, Pancakes optimized the key grabs and stuff fine and managed to get to the door, so he definitely made the most of it.
That was interesting.
He had a little bit of difficulty actually opening the door there.
Yeah, but that ghost spawn, I believe, is already set to happen. Like,
yes, the ghost spawn in there is actually on a timer.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter as long as you can open the door when that timer hits so that you can get the ghost.
Which he made it just in time for the element skip, so it was good. Checking the table first because of the radar.
and it worked out well for him.
Yep. That's the worst spot in the room for me, personally.
Oh yeah, I don't like the table at all. I mean, I guess in theory the drawer by the door on the right is worse, but I
like,
hate hitting
if
the
you
table.
check that sheet and then like it's not there, it's just so punishing. It takes so long to get that sheet off.
Basically, the boo finding in this game can pretty much ruin your time if you don't, you know, have good RNG, but also don't do any optimal routing for looking for them.
Beautiful stun lock there. And get the third one.
Now we're going to be moving on to Bogmire, and Beterban's going to be going to Spooky, who is a ghost dog.
Yeah, Pancakes is actually on PB pace, which is cool.
Which I can only imagine makes him all that more upset that he got 46 HP on Chauncey's first cycle.
It's the little things.
Indeed. If Pancakes PBs this run, he's going to be very angry at that Chauncey, I'm sure.
Let's see the Bogmire. Getting dragged a little bit, but a consistent health stuck up, so.
Yeah, he managed to get the damage down fast enough to just avoid the drop there. We'll see how well Beterban does.
And I'll actually, while Pancakes is in the cutscene here, I'll actually switch audio to Beterban. Check out his boss fight.
Let's all focus intently on Beterban's boss fight. Really help put some pressure on him.
Well, I thought I was switching audio, but it said no. So
okay, we just got rejected by the audio command, so I guess we're going to be listening to the cutscene.
I got rejected by the commentator controls, everyone.
You didn't say the secret password, obviously.
Maybe next time. Well, Beterban had a good Bogmire.
Indeed. He actually got a faster Bogmire than Pancakes, I believe.
I broke it.
You did break it. How could you do this? It's not even yours. And you know what they say, you break it, you buy it.
I'm buying speed gaming.
You now own this entire channel.
How much is speed gaming?
Well, let's equate the value in followers. So, if Speed Gaming 3 particularly has 29,000 followers, how much do you want the value of one follower to be? Like $1? Because that's $29,000.
Alrighty. Area 3.
Yes.
In my opinion, some of the biggest places to lose time. Because it's all this little stuff that just like conglomerates into a time loss. There's so much more RNG, I feel like, in Area 3 than any other.
There's a lot of like a lot of mistakes that can have some consequence as well. Like Nana's room is basically like the big make or break. Then you have things like Moonshot's a big one as well.
Twin room.
Yes, effectively the entire Area 3.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things. I think RNG is much more evident, I guess, in Area 3.
And there's a lot of it too. I believe Area 3 is the longest area in terms of like the amount of rooms and the amount of ghosts and stuff as well.
approximately 15 kappas, dude. I am speed gaming.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of kappas, but that might be a bit much for me. Pancake's setting up for tech skip. We'll see if he
I didn't know
gets it.
Pancakes did tech skip here.
A lot of people are doing tech skip nowadays.
Is that the hot new meme? No.
Well, no, the hot new meme is probably twins double, but no one does twins double.
That's the hot old meme.
It's the hot meme that I used to do and still try to do, and get told off for doing every time I do it.
So pulling that sheet up does set up for a tech skip here when getting the boo. Hopefully.
And it's a fairly easy to do tech skip. The struggle is knowing the timing to let go of the sheet, really.
Yeah. Yeah, once you have the sheet set up in the right spot, you can bam just get that tech skip.
Yeah, and easily. I've seen some interesting bootleg ways to do it while the ghost or the boo is spawning and stuff, but generally speaking, it saves some time, but if you can't get the sheet pulled, then you may as well just not go for it and just do it normally. It's not enough time to make it a big deal.
Looks like Beterban is opening the chest. Okay, wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Yes, you opened the chest first there.
You open a lot of chests in this game.
Don't mind me, just mixing up the order of tea room.
First, you want to get the tea room's ice medallion. Then you want to open up the chest and put it back in the chest.
Ooh, if he just checked that spot for a second longer, he would have spawned the boo there. And then when I say he, I mean Beterban.
Yes, you know, the he as opposed to pancakes.
Y'all are mind readers.
Let's think these next few minutes of commentary in our heads and allow the mind readers some interesting commentary.
So, Pancakes, interesting there. He was on the right side, which it's safer to check the right side.
Yeah, and I mean, more or less,
actually switched from the left side to the right side after getting the distraction. So
the right side of that room has more spots where you can actually get a boo to spawn. So generally, you kind of want to be towards the right. A lot of people go to the left and try to get that. I think it's a spinning wheel or a loom or something. I don't know, the thing that the old people have, and and they try to get her in the corner there and check that, but I found that it's pretty much almost never in there.
Oh man, Beterban.
That's a very high boo.
And a lot of cackles too. Yep, oof. He even let it go. Oh, Beterban.
And it's gone into the bathroom.
Yeah, and he didn't grab the key yet either.
Oof, Beterban. That was terrible. Like, to his standards, that was really bad.
I think Pearl Lock-On affected him there a bit, though.
Maybe, but I feel like if he knew that Boo had a chance of escaping, he would have prioritized getting the key instead.
I'm sure he also wanted to make sure he directed it left, so he doesn't have to go for it later, though. So
yeah, there were a lot of things he had to think about. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt and say he tried his best.
Yeah, I mean, and on the spot, you don't have time to fully think out a lot of those things, so
it's a little bit easier to judge when you're commentating it, I suppose.
Yeah. What? Oh my god, I didn't even see that candle.
I'm afraid it was one of those things where
I have to watch
depth perception kind of messes up.
Yeah, no, the candle is just totally not lit.
Oof, Pancakes with the perfect RNG there on that moonshot to get the immediate release.
I love the immediate release.
Dude, you know me. If I can ever get an immediate release, I'll go for it.
Sorry.
Luigi's Mansion, everybody.
Gotta get that immediate release. Oh man. Luigi's Mansion. No out of bounds tournament.
Yeah, professional speed gaming 3. This is it's a top quality event, guys. You've really tuned into the best.
You know, you would never hear this type of commentary on the main speed gaming channel. Well, we haven't gotten there yet, so you can't say that for sure.
The main speed gaming channel doesn't have mind readers in the chat.
Anyways, Beterban moving into his moonshot here. Definitely has fallen off a little bit in the ways of
maybe he'll also get a super fast moon. If you miss the moonshot, it's 10 seconds of time loss each time, so let's hope he doesn't have any problems.
Not an immediate release,
but still quite a he took some time.
An average release.
Yeah, he definitely took an extra second or two to make sure he got the angle right, which is better than missing it, I suppose.
Yeah, missing it is slow. Pancakes nailing the triple, still on his happy little PB pace over there.
Yeah, Pancakes is playing really well.
Ooh, the boo is just like, find me! Just switches right into where he's standing.
Is that what the boo was saying?
Yeah. You heard a cackle, but he was really saying, find me, Pancakes, I'm here now.
Is that what he says in every save file?
No, just that boo. Just that moment.
Just that boo says, find me, Pancakes, I'm here now. That's really cryptic when you're not Pancakes, though.
Yeah, casual players don't understand, dude. He's like, I didn't even have Pancakes this morning.
Yeah, was a fan of a nice, healthy breakfast, I suppose, but, you know.
Did Boo just switch again?
Pancakes are
actually an unfortunate switch there for... Oh, no, he just didn't check the spot fully. Big oof. Big oof.
That's unfortunate.
That's it. He's getting a 1 hour 20 now.
Wow. That boot's really effective to his time there, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what the issue was? The boo wasn't screaming, find me, Pancakes.
Exactly. Effectively playing with the boos is like a glorified Marco Polo.
Long oof.
If Pancake gets decent RNG, though, with the rest of these rooms, he can pretty much stay on pace, so let's just hope for the best, really.
Well, so he'll get the worst twin RNG. That's fine.
Well, I would say it's not... I don't know if I want to call it the worst, because they are, like, right next to each other, so it's not like he had to do anything.
I mean, he had to check all... He checked all 5 boxes, so...
It's the worst RNG with them being right next to each other, I would say. However... That's the right positioning for how I set up my twins double.
Oh, Pancakes! Got run over by a car, dude. Get the double!
I could have. He had so many opportunities for the moment. You basically want to get one of the twins, the blue one, in the corner, and then get the red one before the blue one despawns.
Dude, he's getting so bullied.
Really
what is happening?
It's those nerves, man. He's too hyped over this this PB pace.
Oh my god, both of them not getting the death spot. This boo's gonna switch for Beterban here in a second. What is happening?
Luigi's Mansion, know it abounds.
I don't understand.
He got a bit bullied by the boo ball as well, unfortunately. Could this be the return of Beterban? Will our best friend Beterban manage to get ahead?
Dude, yeah. I mean, it's definitely definitely gave Beterban the chance there to catch up for a little bit. Definitely a lot closer now than it was maybe 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, it's Luigi's Mansion. You never know.
You never know. He could get bullied by the twins too.
Yeah, he could get a legendary 5-cycle Colossus. You never know what could happen.
Out of bounds, boo.
He could just crash, you know.
Game disc couldn't be red.
He could have a Windows 10 update.
Please get the twin.
Get the child, Peter. Get the child.
Okay, that didn't sound okay. Get the child, Beterban.
Get the child, Beterban. It's important. So Pancakes is talking to Clairvoy, which is about 90 seconds of pure text mashing, so that's fun. I'm just laughing at the idea of a designated child beater.
Jesus Christ. Alright. So, Luigi's Mansion, gonna get a text hit. Beterban getting bad RNG again.
Oh, this room is also quite laggy as well, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, the more spots you check here, the worse it is. And, wow. It really looked like he sucked up the sheet first there, but maybe
no, I could tell he didn't. Although Beterban definitely has a tendency to, so I'm glad he didn't.
So Beterban definitely, like, literally a minute and a half behind, because that's about how long Fortune Teller takes.
Unfortunate for Pancakes, it spawned right back, or it shifted. It switched, that's the word, right back into the spot that he had first checked.
It respawned, dude. It's not even a ghost anymore.
He's just a living creature again. Just a regular dude.
And Pancakes will now make his way to the Bulossus fight. Gonna go ahead and grab some ice from the tea room first, and I'm sorry, he has the safari room, but
the safari room is very important. You know, there's a potential double you could miss. You know, you never know.
It's true. You can slip on a banana.
Yeah, you could forget to get ice.
You get hit by Door the Exploder right here.
You could
He didn't, but he could have.
Well, it would be kind of sad if he did. That's a bit easy to avoid doing.
Listen, for the memes.
Yes, he could have deliberately done it for the memes. This room takes advantage of the fact that you can use the elements to break the seal on their ability to have their heart shown before the animation for their spawn is done, so you can skip having to use the elements on them, which takes like 2 seconds.
So none of the things we said happened. Ooh, the despawn. We did not say that.
No. Beterban's struggling here.
Pearl lock-ons, boo balls, just everything.
There were lots of double
Everything was in
cackles
his
as
way.
well. I'm surprised the boo didn't leave.
Nah, 40 HP. As long as he was sucking up the health like that boo, you could get a lot of double cackles and generally be fine.
Yeah, but when the boo ball starts having its way with your vacuum, it tends to give you like cackles beyond cackles.
My sources are indicating that Pancakes is still technically on PB pace.
And it is quite an accurate and reliable source, as it is Pancakes himself.
Shh, they shouldn't know our sources.
You mean the chat, who's able to read that it's Pan...
No.
What is that? A hypnosis?
Anyways, we're at Bulossus.
No. You will forget that you said that.
So Bulossus, conglomeration, 15 boos in one. Going for the one cycle. There's a banana inside that ghost. Beterban doesn't even care about it.
Beer banana.
Oh my god. And ice shot from Pancakes. Not spraying afterward. Ooh, a leftover boo. He's really fighting for that one cycle, and he might just get it here. Oh! Oh, there's still another one! Unbelievable! This boo!
That was one of the sketchiest one cycles I think I've ever actually seen.
He had to work so hard for that one cycle.
That was the kind of one cycle you can tell your grandkids about.
Yeah, that, I mean, definitely he played that very well. Knowing which boos to go to.
It's an indicator that it doesn't quite matter how bad you think your boo losses is going to be. You can pretty much always get a one cycle if you do it well.
So I switched audio to Beterban here to watch his boo losses. It worked this time, so that's exciting.
Well, you must have said the secret passcode during the commentary and didn't realize it.
Oh man, I didn't even say it. Chat said it.
Oh. Well, I guess that counts.
It was sourdough.
Yeah, it's true. It was sourdough.
So now we got Beater's losses. Swing into the right and swing into the left. Already has the angle more or less set up here, so he's just got to walk backwards and spray the ice. And pretty good first shot. Gonna go ahead and spray some more. Beautiful. That boo going to the left is not great. Because he's gonna, oh my gosh.
He's just gonna go for that one.
He's getting trolled. He's getting trolled. The save!
Ooh. That's what we call traumatic tension. I guarantee all of that was intentional.
All of it. This whole thing is pre-recorded.
I bet they sat down with each other before the match and they said, okay, you've got to generate some artificial hype here, really get the drama going, so we're both going to have really sketchy one cycles.
Can I get hype in chat?
Yeah, can somebody in the chat grace me by typing the word hype and then maybe an exclamation mark at the end?
Alright, so Pancakes is moving over to the power out section.
The power out section, which is referred to as the blackout, as that's what the actual word is.
The power out section is characterized by lots of ghosts spawning. The blackout is characterized by lots of ghosts spawning. You avoid spawning all of them. And then yeah, we move on to our merry way. We get to this beautiful specimen of ghost. His name is Grimly, and what
You're
he'll
not
do
auctioning him. You don't have to word it like that.
Oh, it's just I can't deny the beauty though.
He's my uncle, you know.
He'll stand in front of the mirror, in the wardrobe room, and just show his heart whenever he wants, not whenever
we want. So immediately every time.
It could be anywhere from immediate to about 50 seconds.
Yeah. So
usually, an average one will be like between 5 and 7 seconds.
I think the most likely iterances isn't a word. Well, I think it is, but iteration, instant. The word I'm trying to say is instant.
Let's say instance.
Trying to go for Pythagoras skip there, he messes it up
look at
pretty
all these
badly.
orange ghosts.
The more observant members of chat might have realized
it was RNG manipulation.
That's right, guys. That was RNG manipulation. It wasn't actually.
Dude, he found the script.
Pythagoras skip RNG manipulation. You heard it here, folks. Get on that blue hits. Develop a Pythagoras skip strat.
So that was obviously the fastest that Gremlin can spawn his heart was when you're walking through the door. Commonly referred to as Instagram.
Yes, not to be confused with Instagram, which is a social media sharing site of pictures. Instagram is just when Grimly shows his heart immediately.
Oh man. Dude, Foop Johnson, everyone. This is a round of applause. Round of applause for Foop Johnson.
I like the audio there, like clapping really felt ambient.
Did Pancakes not go for Breaker Boo? I thought he said he was going for Breaker Boo.
He probably doesn't want to ruin this really good pace he's on.
Either that or was left side and Maybe I don't know.
It would be a bit dumb of Pancakes to attempt Breaker Brew unless he knows he's going to get it, and I don't think he knows for a fact he would get it, and that would ruin this run of his. And I think he's playing the PB actually.
Instagram for Beterban too, without the RNG manipulation.
Yeah, look at that, guys. We already found RNG manipulation and then found a way to skip it. I have to say, this community works quite fast.
Our sources are coming in through our ears here. He was indeed on the left side of the room, making the one cycle Breaker Brew a bit difficult and not worth it for the runner's mindset of what is going on in this run, in this race.
This is a run and a race, technically. Also, I should point out that by in your ears, he actually means in his eyes, or in his case, his one singular eye.
Nope, he called me.
Oh, really?
He called me and told me.
Yeah. You're on the phone with Pancakes as he's racing. Interesting.
Yeah.
Strange how I can only hear, how I can't hear either of your conversation, despite the fact that I can hear you talking.
He's just talking to me. Don't worry about it.
He's just speaking in your ear this entire time, and you're not giving him any feedback. So he's giving you a commentary of his run, and then you're
I'm regurgitating.
Yeah.
Oh, great boost bomb there for Beterban. Probably the first one of his entire run, and it's fine. Everything's fine.
No, he's okay.
Everything's not fine. Not fine. Not fine.
Never mind, he's okay again.
Everything's fine.
Remember earlier when I said generating artificial drama and tension? It's kind of obvious now, isn't it?
Dude, that was my favorite part of the script.
Yeah, I had to read that over a couple of times to make sure I got my lines right.
This double's going.
Yeah,
it's going.
It's going.
Oh, 2 health for good luck.
Nice. That was the legend, the soldier double.
It's nice to see, over time how many people have embraced just doing toy soldier double as part of the runs. Like first time becoming thing, because in the past everyone was like toy soldier double, you're crazy.
Well, it also wasn't like it wasn't worth doing before because generally people didn't have that good of suck-ups, and also the setup wasn't quite fast. But with
people
the current
got better.
setup, it's good now.
Currently, Pancakes is in the lead,
and he's in the lead quite significantly as well. So
yeah, a couple minutes. Oh, that beautiful skip. Stumble skip going down the ladder. My favorite thing to see.
This run is now beyond world record pace.
I've never knew a 49 was possible
until I watched Pancakes get stumble skip, and then it just hit me. It's happening.
I looked away for a second, I'll be honest. There was now a dog next to me, and I missed it. But Beterban is in the corner getting bullied by a toy soldier.
It happens to the best of us. I mean, come on, guys. We've all had that one time in our lives where we were bullied in the corner by a couple of soldiers, let's be real.
Oh my god.
I'll be honest, I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, Pancakes?
I don't know what he was doing. I really don't.
I was trying to get the spot, but I don't know. Like, I think it was just a misread on the radar, which was interesting.
It might have been a misread, but like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's a kind of obvious read, and I don't know why he would have assumed.
Oh, big oof! Big oof!
The biggest of oofs.
Dude, if this boo goes right. Oh, big oof! Oh, that's a real big oof.
Never felt this oof before.
That is a big oof. Oh, if it goes left. Okay, so he'll get the boo in there, and he's gonna have to save warp. But that is a huge time loss.
Like I said, guys, it's Luigi's mansion. Who knows what could happen?
Enormous oof.
Yeah, the biggest oof there. Petition to rename that boo Big Oof. I'll write to Nintendo about their remake of this game and have them officially change that one's name to Big Oof.
So in the past, when save warping wasn't allowed in this game, if that happened, you would have to walk all the way back to the armory room after, and then get the mirror warp.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's terrible. This game was... well, that's one of the reasons why for a lot of the time we had that boost skipped and we would just... we would go for pipe room instead.
Also, we didn't mention it, but Beterban did avoid a mushroom there.
Yes. I don't know if it was said, but obviously mushrooms, you lose 10 seconds if you get touched by one.
Actually, it's 10 seconds and your soul.
Yeah, obviously, but for those of us who already have not gotten one of those, it's just 10 seconds.
And Beterban definitely saving time on pancakes there. No questions asked.
He's gonna close this gap with each passing second. Let's get your bets in now, guys.
Millisecond, trillisecond.
A trillisecond, because that is absolutely how decimals work. It's not kilosecond or decasecond, guys. It's trillisecond.
Listen, I took physics once.
Yes, because physics is totally how you count using decimal placement.
Well, you do those conversions in physics. Shut up, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so from this point on, anything to do with numbers is now a physics course.
Well, that was like the main place in my life where I did those conversions.
I'm just gonna say it right now. I think GC forgot what mathematics is.
So Pancakes is getting the Western Boo.
And I should point out he's specifically declining all of those numbers of his health, really just showing off his physics skill.
Yeah, you really gotta watch out for the Trilla health.
Ultimately, because this is a speedrun, and they're trying to beat their best time, it really just comes down to how much they know about physics.
I mean, you're not wrong. Look, Luigi's got some ice physics happening right now on Beterban.
Actually, that's ice mathematics.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry.
Can I get a physics and a kappa in the chat now, guys?
I hate you. I went from loving this to hating this real fast.
That tends to be people's reactions when they spend a significant amount of time with Foop Johnson. Anyways, Pancakes is now on his way to Van Gogh, who is the last portrait ghost, and he's kind of like a weird mini boss rush. You don't really go against bosses, you go against all of the generic ghosts in the game, and then you get to suck him, and it's kind of like this last trial.
I have a question.
Ask away.
Would you call them Trilla ghosts?
Sure, I'll call them Trilla ghosts just for you.
Thanks.
We're gonna get these sweet Trillas here.
Oh, the Trilla orange ghosts.
Orange Trilla, my favorite flavor. Hard to find in the UK, by the way.
King Boo is a boss ghost. Fight me.
Well, no, don't fight him, fight King Boo.
Oh, you're right. Beautiful Van Gogh room so far for Pancakes here.
You shouldn't have said that.
Listen, I wanted Beterban to catch up a little bit. I know what I've done.
How sweet.
I know what I've done.
Sabotaging this race, guys. Can you believe him? Who does he think he is? He's not following the script anymore.
This is the script. I'm the script.
You didn't confirm this with the director. I'm gonna have to ask that we reshoot this.
All right, reset everyone. Take 26.
Yeah. We'll get this, guys. Don't worry. How are we gonna win the Sundance Film Festival with this amount of ad-libbing?
Yeah, Beterban definitely did close the gap a bit.
He did actually, you're right. If Pancakes has a bad king boo, he
or a bad Van Gore boo.
I suppose he could crown theft. You haven't heard that joke before, have you?
Never. It's not a joke, it happens, man. It's a real thing, and it's a real problem in this game.
You're right, guys. And with a donation of just $1, you too can help stop crown theft.
It's the price of a Twitch Prime subscription.
One subscription.
Oh, two poison mushrooms!
Wow. Ordering extra mushrooms on this, that's gonna cost him extra. And a banana slip too. He's gonna get the banana animation.
I can't believe two spawned out of those dudes. That's insane.
Yeah, they're just chock full of mushrooms, guys.
What do they think? This is PAL? Unbelievable.
Well, they are purple, and the mushrooms are purple, so now we know where they get their color from.
Oh. And Beterban's timer is purple? Oh, purple.
Is Beterban secretly a mushroom?
And the boost switch. Nice. Great. Oof. Big oof.
No, that's the other boo. That one's just a regular boo.
Oh, sorry. This one's
every boo.
Medium oof.
Medium oof. It kind of sounds like what you would imagine, like your SoundCloud rapper name to be, but like you only rap about like Fortnite.
So we got a 58, 47, 48. What is he?
Oh, he messed up. That's why I don't go for that. You don't swag yourself, guys. You should never do that. Nonetheless, he's gonna give himself a high 58 if he does this well, so...
He's just got a 2-cycle.
Easier said than done.
Life happens, man.
But the most important question is, will he go for the 360 no-scope?
I hope so.
Yeah, we might be able to see some MLG gameplay here.
It's all about the swag.
Yeah, this is Luigi's Mansion. This is no joke.
This is very serious.
They're risking their lives, guys.
Mario might not be saved.
Yeah, Mario could die. Have you guys seen the thing, the direct thing? Luigi dies, guys.
He did die.
Died inside.
And outside.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's
by his scythe.
He's dead. That's what happens. You die everywhere.
Catching the spike ball. We're getting the 360.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
Let's get some Doritos, guys. Can I see some Doritos in the chat?
247 is a good first cycle. Another 360.
Look at this crazed madman. What does he think he's doing?
That was a little close.
Yeah, he's really not sticking to the script anymore. He's gone off the wall.
Crown Theft, go.
No, it's a bit too high up for Crown Theft.
GG.
Beterban might get a Crown Theft though.
I mean, we can only hope.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Beter, Pancakes won. There we go, we got the Pepe. And we got the legend, Luigi's Mansion 3.
And
Wait, why is it rated B for everyone, but also
big oof? This is the biggest oof.
Quick, ground theft. Do it next one, Beterban. Do it for the fans at home.
Big oof. The Pancakes coming back to this tournament with a vengeance after about an eternity off from it.
Yeah, well, it was dramatic tension. He was building artificial hype for his runs.
Another Pancakes is here.
Hey, Pancakes. How's it going, bro?
My name's PewDiePie.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Dude, Beater! Oh my god, this King Boo fight is. I mean, you can tell he's kind of like just done with it.
Yeah, he's not even paying attention at this point. I don't think.
That's okay. And that'll be a done for Beterban there. And yeah, the Pancakes, how'd it go? How are you?
Fun.
I'd like to say I lost because I forgot to eat pancakes for breakfast.
There it is. You heard it here first.
Absolutely.
Overall, my run was not good.
But like,
dude, oh my god! After the RNG, after like wardrobe room, I wanted to cry. Like the boo was in the worst spot every time, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, game.
You should have cried. You know, it might have helped you relieve some of that tension.
Dude, the boo switched out of its spot like 4 times during that run, and I'm like, what
you know, there's no shame in crying during a race. It's a very intense experience.
I know. I mean, that's
I was, you know, on the verge of tears this entire commentary.
I just needed to dry up some of the tears during the Bowser fight.
Absolutely, I get you. I get you.
I'm crying right now.
Dude, I've been in tears this whole time.
Pancakes, you had a pretty good run going too until it wasn't. But,
I was out of my best split times at Moonshot.
Yeah, that's incredible.
But like Pancakes, how did you feel about that, Chauncey?
I was listening to the commentary. I think he said something funny. I just wasn't concentrating.
So you're blaming me for your Chauncey?
Yeah,
is what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's my fault, is it?
I mean, that's usually how it goes.
No, I will not accept this. Like, I respect you, Pancakes, but I'm not gonna take the fall for that.
Everything is Foop Johnson's fault all the time. All right. That being said,
wow, you guys aren't even gonna talk to me. I see.
Yeah,
listen.
Unfortunately, Beterban is the loser, and we don't speak to losers here at the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak to you either. You just lost to him the other day.
We don't talk to losers here during the losers bracket.
We
no respect around here.
I respect Pancakes.
Listen, there is a tight schedule to uphold.
Boy, I'm not gonna lie, but there's a lot of Monka S's in my run.
There's a lot of Monka S's, I think, in both runs, especially like
my fucking boo. I did it again!
Beterban, can you believe this guy? He doesn't have any respect for the law.
This is why we didn't ask him a question.
We knew.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm such a potty mouth.
So wash your mouth out, Beater.
Okay, my boo lost this. Like my. Okay, wait. I'm gonna rephrase this. My butthole was really tight during that.
I don't think that's better.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I could have said the double
butthole. I was getting kind of concerned.
I could have held my tongue and said apple.
Apple, dude. My apple. Dude, between like that and then like, I felt so bad like watching Pancakes' twin room. I was like, oh no.
That was fun.
I forgot about that.
The one in the
I'm
plane
curious
just didn't
about something
come out.
actually, Pancakes. What were you doing in the armory when you were trying to get the boo?
Thought he was in the box.
Told you. Radar.
Okay, but the radar clearly showed he was in the armor.
Listen, man, under pressure.
I suppose.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up here. We got, so obviously Pancakes won this match. He's gonna go up against HD in the next round, loses round 5. Beterban unfortunately is eliminated from the tournament.
Silence.
say
You know,
anything
just the
else.
silence.
I thought he was gonna say something.
I mean, I muted my mic to cry, so.
Yeah, I
it's
feel
fine.
you.
Listen, it's healthy. That being said, we're gonna hop offline here. The only other scheduled match right now is not for a couple days. Looks like Monday. One just got scheduled. Joven versus Mini at 3 p.m. Eastern. But we do have quite a few losers round 5 matches coming up soon, and also look forward to the main bracket semifinals. Blue Hits versus Switchmaster should be coming up soon too. I'm excited for all of it. And we're wrapping up this tournament here probably within a month or so. It's going to be a good time. Until now, make sure you follow these dudes, these runners. Their links are in the chat. And then there's us as well, our commentators. And thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. It was a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. It was a wholesome
Did you guys have fun? Who had more fun, Beterban or Pancakes?
Me.
Yeah?
I'm hungry.
For Pancakes by any chance?
Yeah, pancakes are delicious. You want to come over?
Ooh, guys. Whoa.
Oh, are we still alive? Oh, shoot.
All right.
This is awkward.
Goodbye, and thank you for watching. Take care, Internet. See you at the next one.
See you guys.